Hello, ma'am.
Hi Sukriti, how are you doing?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you?
Very well.
So can you please elaborate a bit on mandir or puja styling in a home?
Mandir is a very important and powerful part of our house, and now even the more we are around the festive seasons, we'll be spending a lot more time in and around the mandirs. We have our Ganpati coming up, we have Diwali coming up, and a lot more things are about to come our way. And Mandir is the most serene, calming place I think we have in our houses. And it needs to be really put together, clean, easy to arrange area. I feel like that. And I think it's very important to have a little bit of a partition in between our mandir and the other parts of the house to maintain the serenity of the area. See, it has a lot to do with the sanctity of the place. It is not a very comforting idea कि मेरा मंदिर है मैं वहीं बैठ के I'm having my meals. So I do very strongly believe कि चाहे हम हल्का सा curtain ही कर दें उस area के around, but it's very important to keep it separate. Like you mentioned, it's not very easy for everybody to carve out that sort of space. Yes, luckily enough, now we have such amazing styling ideas and so many options available, on internet where you can make mandirs which it's like a drawer which opens, the mandir comes out and it goes in. So there are so many solutions out there for this problem. Or you could easily go for step-wise system of your mandir. It'll take lesser space and you can put your idols on different level and still get that vibe and feel. Again, a lot of people have their beliefs attached to the mandirs or the gods they pray to, and it is not considered very auspicious to place it on the floor. So we always suggest a platform, or like I told you, a little bit of a step style thing, or something we call chauki or patla to keep God on a little above the eye or just on the eye level where we are praying. Other thing I would like to mention here is it's very important that idols are not facing each other and they are facing towards you. And it's very important to have a certain distance between all the idols you're placing. You can always find these very cute chokis online. We also do beautiful brass chokis to keep them even on a different level if you have a single platform kind of a mandir. See, definitely from the longest time मिट्टी के artefacts यूज़ होते हैं, but आजकल उसमें इतनी mixing होती है तो वो purity नहीं रह जाती. There's a lot of plastic based things, POP involved with the मिट्टी मूर्तिs. Then in our culture we really believe that brass is a very very powerful and pure metal, and it gives out a lot of positivity. Therefore even you will see the biggest of the prayer houses, mandirs, they have huge brass murtis, brass interiors. In fact, sometimes the roofs are done from brass to maintain the purity. And in Niksa, we specialize in brass artifacts. You can always get beautiful murtis, hanging, lamp, hanging diyas, kirla diyas. They look very elegant and they create a kind of grandeur. Of course, and loban lamps, they also are used to spread positivity around the house. Brass is a very, very pure metal. Right, so the light in the mandir room should not be too loud or too harsh, because then in that case it takes away the mystic, the calm element of the area. And it should not be too low and too dull, because of course you have to do your rituals and the idols won't look very neat and clean if it's too dark, So of course you can place a few table lamps or use more yellow light or pendant lamps to maintain a decent amount of lighting in your mandir space. You can also place around a lot of candles like cinnamon fragrance, which goes very well with the mandir setup, and that can adjust the amount of lighting in your area anytime. See, if you have a platform sort of a mandir, you can always go for little drawers below the platform, or you can have a rack on the wall. Very important, I think it's very important for all the areas of the room of our house. But especially mandir में we need to remember कि we need to only put the things जो use होनी है मंदिर में. ये भी रख दो वो भी रख दो नहीं. You can use very nice arrangers and baskets जिसमें you can in one you can have your धूप बत्ती, camphor, samagri, and another one where you have the clothes of your idols and the fresh pair of towels and every little thing that you would need in a mandir. But it should be very specific, counted and arranged. See, definitely this is a very amount of area dedicated kind of a question. If we have a good amount of area in our mandir, we can always place little settees or comfortable muras with the masnad or a little pillow, so that even if you have to pray for a longer time, you can sit there comfortably. But definitely, even if you have less amount of space, you can always have a rug which is dedicated for your mandir and few cushions, so that whenever the family is gathering, you can bring your rugs and everybody can chatai, like they say, and you can sit together and pray. Yeah, so I would strongly recommend around 3 materials, which is glass and wood, and last but not the least, which is a little heavy on the pocket, marble. And if we talk about glass, see, glass could be used in multiple ways in and around your mandir. First of all, it makes for a great partition, because in that way the area is segregated, separated, and your idols and mandir is visible to you as well. So that's how it's a very good partition. It also helps to keep the noise to the minimal. So when you are chanting or praying, you can do it with least amount of disturbance. And of course, you can use colored glasses or frosted glasses. If you have a little window pane, then like in my mandir we do. So I have a frosted glass which has an Om and Ganpati imprinted, which reflects on the other side of the room when we have sunlight, and it looks very beautiful and relaxing. Similarly, you can have the carved or the colored sort of glass at the back side of your idols, and it looks beautiful and it's easier to clean, maintain, and goes well with, I think, all sorts of different style of houses. Another material which is very vastu friendly is marble. Marble is very, very durable, and it brings in a lot of luxury, richness and fortune to its surroundings. And we can always find beautiful, huge marble murtis as well as marble mandirs which are wall mounted. So marble is again a very good material to be used in and around your mandir space, and you can use it in conjugation to wood or glass to, if it is slightly pocket friendly in that case, to use it, and easier to maintain as well. Another material, I think, which is easier on the pocket as compared to marble is wood. So wood is a little more high maintenance as compared to glass, because we are not too used to having it around nowadays. We are using lesser and lesser wood, but still the houses which have a traditional interior or traditional style, a wooden partition for a mandir would go beautifully, because it looks very elegant. And you can see the karigars in Jodhpur and Rajasthan, they do beautifully carved partitions. Even if you have a small, not a separate room, but a little mandir area, you can always get those partitions and cover it with that. Another way to use wood is as a backdrop. I'm sure you would have seen the beautiful picture of carved backdrops which has brass bells embedded. It gives your mandir a very grand and elegant royal look. That's another way of using wood. So wood is another very, very good option if you have a traditional kind of interior style. Yeah, so definitely you can create a highlight wall in your mandir or a highlight area wherever you're placing your mandir. And I think colors like mustard, yellow, maroon, green. Obviously, whites and beiges are always a good choice, easier choice to go. But you can always do orange or a nice orange gold wallpaper. These colors look really classy and relaxing. I think we have shared multiple things today, but if one thing I would like to emphasize on again is using arrangers or organizers for your mandir area and keeping your mandir stuff organized. I think yes, that's something I would like to leave my audience with today.